Welcome back. We are here with 1422. And this year, Thomas will be getting married. And also, Emelina will be aging up. I was going to say Emmeline, and I was like, no, her name ends in A. Okay, anyway, that is what is going on this year. Thomas, marry Adelaide. So exciting. So we have a few birthdays, including our Emelina. So first, Frida Axtell and Burchard Zess will be becoming toddlers. No 4, 8, or 12. I really want Cecilia's son to live. Oh, he died. I feel like I just jinxed it. He died. All right, and then we have Sabina Armstrong. Can't get a 9 or a 19. All right, she survives. Then we have Zetienne Trimboli and Emelina Larkin. Can't get a 7. Honestly, I saw Zetienne. She aged up, and she is so beautiful. I really hope she survives because she is gorgeous, and I can't wait to make her have babies. All right, they both survived. Oh, sorry, Ella and Erica Payne also. Some Payne children. So far, so good. Okay, great. Olive Denton will be going to young adult. No, 2, 6, 11, 13, 14. Very good. You know, we're doing pretty good here. And then Charles. Oh my gosh. This is Charles' second adult role. Oh no. Charles has to get a 10 or higher. No, Charles. All right. Well, goodbye, Charles. He lived a very good life. He had a fun time at the end there. Let me just take him out of here. Oh, Charles. Okay. So, what else am I doing? Oh, I have to do some marriage rolls. I have to do 4 separate marriage rolls. Okay. So, 1. We'll get married and we'll have 6 children. That's Etienne. Is there anyone here for her to marry? No. Emelina will marry and have 3 kids. Oh, wait. Ooh. Maybe we could marry her to Ansel II. I'll think about it. I have some ideas for her, so I don't want to like make promises when I'm not sure yet. Ella, 4, and Erica, 9. All right, yeah, they're rich, so there's no rich men yet for them to marry. All right, vampire rolls. Where are we? We only have 1 vampire left right now. She can't get a 9. Okay. And then we have 1, 2, I guess technically 3. Can't get an 18. Okay, I was worried that Adelaide was going to roll to die right as we're about to marry her. Okay, that is that. So I think that is all we're doing for right now. Let's hop into the game. All right, so we are going to actually move both Adelaide and Rose into our household. I just feel like for the time period, we wouldn't be leaving her mother alone in a house. Like, we would be taking responsibility for her. And I've been thinking about what this means for the size of our household. And I think we actually might be expanding the household size when we start having kids, because And you'll see in this part, we're going to decide who Serena is going to marry. And I wanted her to marry another knight because I felt like she would do that. Also, here's our new house. It's empty, but I downloaded the shell from the gallery, and we are going to work on building it up over time as we make money. And we still are not really making a ton of money off of our horses and stuff. And I was thinking about stopping cheating their needs, but that is not going to happen in this part, or for the most part. You know, I'm never going to stop completely, but just to have Adelaide and her mother have more to do. But yeah, I feel like in this time period, we would take responsibility for her mother instead of having her mother be living alone somewhere. And then also, I wanted Serena to marry another knight, and because of that, they would both be going to war all the time. So I feel like our household should be taking care of any of Serena's future children. So because of that, we're going to need even more space in the household, and I just really feel like we're going to need to up the household size. We'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. But, yeah, I mean, we already have 7 people in the house. If we have a baby, that's 8. If Serena gets married, that's 9, even if they're not around. Maybe I'll have them have their own house, but move in the children here every time they go to war. I'm really not sure yet. But anyway, we are trying to have a baby. We are trying to get pregnant, and we are trying to get married. So obviously their romance isn't that high right now because they haven't had a ton of chances besides their initial falling in love kind of stuff. So we are going to get their romance up, and then we'll get them married, and then we'll get them having babies. And we're also going to have Serena kind of looking at her options as well. So that is all very exciting. And we have a lot to get through, so that is probably why this video is a little longer than usual. Anyway, they are also not afraid to really smooch each other because they are engaged and they are going to be married very shortly. So there's that. But we are going to also, I forgot to put that board down, so let's go and find it. Here it is. Okay, so we are going to continue to do our horse competitions. That is good. So here we go again on the intermediate, and we will continue to try and get gold and everything with Sugarbush. So that is where we're going there. Honestly, I would sell Tornado right now, except for I am worried that Sugarbush is not going to get us to the top level, and I want a backup plan. So that is why we are going to keep Tornado for now. Victory, except we didn't get a gold. That's kind of disappointing. Anyway, we need to win gold 5 times in master competitions, which I think is not going to be an issue. And then the ultimate horse competition. So we're doing pretty good. I'll probably need to do 1 extra master competition outside of the just getting gold and everything, because we'll still need 1 more because there's only 4 categories and you need to do it 5 times. Anyway, so we are going to head here now and get to the wedding stuff. Of course, they can't get married. I honestly don't know about the marriage stuff. I have figured out how to get teens and young adults married, but other than that, I am not figuring out how to do it with just 2 teens. Anyway, it's okay. Thomas's birthday is coming up shortly, so I'm not really too worried about that. And we are going to get their picture here, except I realize now that I forgot to give Adelaide a yellow outfit. And I'm like, oh man, so now we need to go into create them, and then I need to reposition them. Oh, it's so, I can't believe I forgot that. I really was going to do it before we got here. So here she is, and I'm just going to take her outfit, the same outfit, and I'm going to change it to yellow for the Larkin household. So there's that, although that is kind of neon colored, and I think maybe that was a bad choice. But anyway, so here we go again with the outfits. Here she is. She's beautiful, and she is our new matriarch because, right, the wife of the patriarch is the matriarch, but technically Emmeline is still alive. So, but we have fully moved on to Thomas. Anyway, here we go. Now it is Thomas Larkin II and Adelaide Larkin nee Vitor. Okay, I did not call the whole club here. Oh, look, Cecilia's pregnant. I'm excited about that. And then I need you all to get out of my way so that I can do this painting. You can't just keep standing here in the way. That is annoying. Okay, so now we are going to just position them and then do a large painting. Okay, if you could also pose, that would be great. Okay, there they are. Cecilia, you gotta move, honey. You know, sometimes... No, now Olive. Oh my gosh. Okay, you all have to move out of my way. Okay, so I'm just going to send everybody home, and then we're going to do this. Oh, look, Salvia is also pregnant. I'm excited about that because we'll see if we have any vampire babies there. She looks really pregnant, but I can't remember her having a baby. Huh. I'll have to double check her. I can't remember if she had the baby or not. Anyway, so we have Serena talking to Dustin again. If you remember, Dustin was, as children, they did not get along, but now that he has kind of come around to seeing how excellent she is at being a knight, that they are a little more, you know, respectful of each other, and it's kind of like a rivals situation. So there's that, and I'm just having them flirt a little bit. We are going to check out the 2 knights that are available for marriage. So that would be Dustin and then Zwan the second. So we are looking at the both of them and seeing which one might be good for Serena and which one might be you know, good enough for her. So for Dustin, it's kind of like a rivals situation, but they respect each other and their skills. And then for Zwan, he always has kind of thought she was great at what she did, and they never had any like bad blood or anything between them. They just were kind of friendly, you know. We'll see if anything blossoms there. So now let's head home. If everyone could just... I have found, I don't know, since the horses pack, whenever I send my Sims home, they all disappear, but then I don't travel home. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, so I probably do need to update some mods, to be completely honest with you. I don't even think... I don't know, does MCCC have an update that wasn't just a bug fix for horses by now? Probably. But I have not checked that. Anyway, so yes, I am really excited about our house. I don't know yet exactly how I'm going to do the floor plan, but we'll come back to that. I have a little covered stable now for our horses, so that is good. And we are going to keep going around with the horses. We're going to keep trying to get pregnant. You know that it's always, I have trouble when I want to get pregnant, I can't get them pregnant, and when I don't want to get pregnant, they get pregnant the very first try. It's just... Anyway, so they are just doing that, and then again, we're practicing with the other horses. We are working on Neptune. Rose is overheating, and also I just have not done anything with her. I think, honestly, I was just a little overwhelmed with all the changes, but I think in the next part, we're going to really be able to settle in to this, but she is still not pregnant. I need you to be pregnant, Adelaide. Like, that's what you're here for. I'm sorry. Like, yes, you're here because you and Thomas are in love, but, like, you need to get pregnant. You need to do that for me. Thank you. We need some heirs. Okay, so here's the 2 of them. And they are going to woohoo once again. Oh, I hate, like, some of these mods because... She keeps getting negative moodlets because she's illegitimate, but, like, you weren't illegitimate. You had 2 parents that were married, and, like, but because your dad's dead now, when I start playing you, you think you're illegitimate. I don't know. That's stupid. Okay. Tornado, do you have to be in the house like this? Also, it took me a while to realize that the Sims can't ride, like, the horses can come in the house, but the Sims can't ride the horses through the doorways of the house. that makes sense. Anyway, let's go to intermediate again, try and get a gold. I might have to, if we don't get gold and everything right away, I just might have to have us go and come back to it. But anyway, okay, so baby is being born. That is Cecilia's baby that we just saw her being pregnant with. So we are going to name the baby Celestina. And I had a lot of trouble typing that. I don't know what is up with my keyboard. I was like typing and the letters were like not typing right away. Like you can see, it's so weird. Like I would type the word and then my keyboard would be like slow and then the letters would get jumbled up. I don't know. It was weird. So Celestina did survive, and we are doing. Sometimes I hate this stupid technology. Okay, but yes, Celestina did survive. So now there are 3 children that Johnny and Cecilia have together. Very sweet. They can have 5, so that's pretty great. And now I'm just going to update this here, and we are all set. Great. Okay, so let's woohoo again. You're still not pregnant. I need you to be pregnant. And you, why don't we talk to Zwan now? So let's have Zwan come over and we'll see if he is the one over Dustin. So actually, he's a good looking guy, isn't he? But yeah, I mean, because his dad was so good looking too. But it's kind of weird that he is actually the son of Millicent, who is her pseudo grandmother, but she wasn't really her grandmother. She's like her great aunt, and they're not that closely related, but it's still kind of weird. But anyway, it's fine. Why are you upset? Oh my goodness. Okay, so these two are getting along pretty well, but honestly, like she has good compatibility with Dustin. I do like the kind of enemies to rivals to lovers kind of deal, but also I feel like I don't really have a lot of time to flesh all that out either because they're going to be going to war and becoming adults, young adults soon. So I just really don't want to miss my opportunity to get Serena married and pregnant. But I promise you that regardless of what we decide at the end of the video today, that Serena's story is not over. Even if we move her out for a couple of years, I still have a long-term plan for her, and I love her so much. I want her to have like a really cool life. So she's kind of like our co-heir with Thomas. They are definitely both going to be really focused upon for, their lives. So even if, we decide on someone for her to marry in this part and then in the next part we get her married, it does not mean that we're not going to be seeing her anymore. You're stinky, and you just left. Okay, well, things are not going well with Zwan. And, yeah, you can't get out here because you're riding the horse indoors, and I didn't realize that that was a problem until, in a little bit, so... Anyway, let's fix everything and then have the horses come out here. You guys need to woohoo again because how are you still not pregnant for reals? Oh, Zwan wants to be her best friend, though. Okay. That changes things. And we are woohooing. Yes, yes. Okay. Everything's going pretty well. Save game. There's just a lot going on. Like, I'm trying to do the horse thing. She's very angry. Why do you have to be like this? Okay, Zwan, can you get out? Like, what are you doing in here? Let's have Serena come in and talk to him. I guess Adelaide is being the chaperone. She's like, why do they come to my bedroom to do this? Okay, and so he's leaving again. So maybe, and then Adelaide is just like talking to Serena and is like, so what do you think? Like, you've got a couple of suitors, and Serena's like, I just really want to marry someone who's strong, who's like tough, who's like as good as me. And I don't think either of them are as good as I am. So that is what she's saying to Adelaide, and Adelaide's like, great. But no, I think Adelaide can understand that because that was like a big thing that her mom wanted for her was that she would have a man that was strong enough to take care of her. And so Adelaide's like, yeah, none of these men are strong enough to take care of Serena because she can take care of herself really well. So that is something to consider, is that, you know, during this time period with the sexism, what it was, you know, women like needed a man to take care of them, but Serena is not like that. She is a knight in her own right. She's strong. She's capable. She is going to have a good career. Like, she is just, she doesn't really need that. So, she has a right to be a little picky about exactly what she wants and what she wants her man to be capable of and all of that stuff. So, are you still not pregnant? I could really use a baby. Okay. Victory. Excellent. Okay. So we're doing pretty good. I mean, even just the competitions are making us money, even though it's not a ton of money. But I want to get Neptune to level 5 and everything before we decide to go sell Neptune. Anyway, so there is Dustin and Zwan. We're going to invite them out. We're going to invite them over to our to the Knight's Stronghold, and we are going to figure out exactly what the deal is here. So she's going to talk to them both, and she's going to be like, look, I like you both. I think you're both pretty good knights, not as good as me, but you know. And she's going to say to them, basically, what I want you to do is I'm going to marry whoever's stronger. So she is talking to them both, and she's saying, you know, I'm going to marry whichever one of you is stronger than the other, so you should duel each other for my affection. Nancy, do not freeze to death. Thank you. Why is the weather always ruining my life? Okay, so now they're going to duel. Let's go. And Zwan won the first duel. I was going to do like 2 out of 3. Oh my gosh, not you too, Pascal. Stop it. I realize now that whoever asks the other person to fight is going to be the winner. So that was kind of a mistake in my part. Although it does look like Zwan has more of the body type for a knight, but it also, Dustin has a higher swordsmanship. So Dustin actually has higher swordsmanship level. They don't really like each other. That's okay. I was looking for, because there's part of one of the mods I have for sword fighting has like a duel in it, but I can't figure out where that is exactly. Like maybe you have to hate each other. I don't know. But then I decided what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll the dice. We're going to see who wins, because it's whoever asks for the swords fighting practice here is the winner. So that doesn't really tell us anything about these guys, although probably Dustin would win because he has a higher skill level. I'm also looking for this like buy a sword thing, but I guess I can't do that on a community lot. I don't know. Okay. I did my best, but it didn't really work. So that's fine. And yeah, it's not going to happen. Okay, so roll the dice, and I said 1 through 10 is going to be Dustin, and 11 through 20 it was going to be Zwan, and we did roll a 3, so Dustin is the winner, which kind of makes sense, and she has better compatibility with Dustin, so I'm not like mad about it that they get along better. They also have a better story attached to them, and also he has a higher skill level, so I'm not really mad about Dustin winning. So in the next part, we'll have Serena and Dustin get married, but keep in mind that there is a war coming up in a couple of years. So maybe she'll be able to bang out more than one child, but we'll see. But also I feel like Serena wouldn't have children like back to back to back, because it's really important to her to be a good knight. Like her career comes first. Like her career as a knight is coming first for her. So she doesn't want to be having children and having that, you know, make it harder for her to train and all of that stuff. So I think that maybe she would have like one child at a time, very slowly, you know, like in between wars, so that she has enough time to get back into shape before going off to war again and like all this stuff. Like I feel like she would be very careful about the strategy of that, because again, being a knight is the most important thing in the world to her, and that's okay. That's what she wants. And like I don't even know if she would be too fussed about having children, but that's just kind of like the thing that you do. And obviously Dustin wants children. And she rolled to get married and have children. So, hey, Emmeline. Emmeline came and visited and is like, hey, I heard you were getting married soon. And Serena's like, yeah, you know. So I don't know why Emmeline is here in her nightgown, but that's fine. But yes, so we are. Oh, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. Okay, Adelaide is pregnant. All right. So we're here together with Dustin, and we are going to definitely get a closer romantic relationship with him now that we have decided that they're going to get married. And Adelaide is pregnant. This is great. So we'll definitely be able to have at least one baby before the war. Hopefully the baby survives, because if we don't survive the war, we might have a problem. But also, maybe Thomas might not even go to war because he's not a knight, so he does have to roll for that. But we'll see where that goes. And yes, so I am pretty excited about that, and I'm excited about Serena's life. Emmeline is coming back around. Maybe she is running out of money or something, and she's hoping for a little something. But we are not going to worry about that right now. What we are going to worry about is getting Serena and Dustin's romantic relationship up. So here we are, just getting them a little bit closer. I'll just get them to be boyfriend and girlfriend at this time. So they should be all set there. Yep, very first kiss, loving it. And it is going up pretty quickly. Actually, once you get past like the flirt, like flirt doesn't get very high romance up, but like when you start like asking to be boyfriend and kiss and all that stuff, it starts to really increase the stats very quickly. Anyway, looks like Neptune is doing pretty well, getting much higher in the skills that are needed for that, and it is now Monday morning, so we'll just continue to do a couple of things. We'll go to the competition, and then we will head back to she's pregnant. She's like actually officially pregnant in her first trimester, so we'll be having a baby next part. And yeah, and then we'll go. We have to kill Charles. Why are you making that face? She's funny. So then what even is going on next year? Let me see. Let me look. Looks like Alexandra's birthday and Emmeline's birthday. Ooh, that's kind of scary. And Malcolm the Third Landgrab's birthday. We'll see if Malcolm loses his only son. Anyway, so that is that, and that's where we're going to wrap up. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I am having a lot of fun with these twins, and I'm really excited that we are going to be able to have them, you know, live their lives and hopefully, you know, continue to be really close throughout their lives and all of that stuff. So I think that we're in good shape, and I really need to put a trash can outside. I am going to do some renovating in between parts. Like, I'm not going to do the renovating of the house on camera, but for the next part, I'll have a fire. We'll have a new kitchen and a new dining room ready for the next part, and then we will, after that, be able to probably also get some stuff ready for the infant room. So we'll do all of that, and it'll be really great, and I hope that you're excited for that, and hopefully Alexandra survives, and then I think the year after that it becomes Thomas and Serena's birthday, so a lot going on. We'll get Serena married in the next part, and I think that's it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. It is now Christmas. All I did was throw some presents at each other and have a grand meal together, but that is where we are going to call it good. So I will just kill Charles, and also no, I think just Charles off screen, and then there's only one kid going into the club right now. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. So, new family, getting going, very excited, and I will catch you in the next one.